Are you tired of wasting time photocopying? Is there a better way for students to develop their skills and show their understandings? Why not transform those worksheets to Explain Everything projects? So let's launch Explain Everything, and this is what it will look like for a student. We're going to add a new project, import from the cloud, import from Google Drive, import from Miss Keenan Shares. In the Miss Keenan Shares, they'll go to the Maths folder, then Explain Everything projects. Then they'll choose the Place Value Explain Everything project, and then choose Import. And it imports into the students Explain Everything. This project is a simple think board that the students complete and also record their voice to explain their thinking. When they're complete, they can share the video to a range of platforms, including Seesaw. So did you wonder how they got their MAB blocks into their thinkboard on their Explain Everything project? It was easy. I already shared the MAB block images with them in the Miss Keenan Shares folder on the G Drive. So to import them, all they do is go to the plus, choose Import File, choose G Drive. The MAB blocks are in the Maths folder. Select the blocks they need. For this number, we need some hundreds blocks, some tens, and some ones. Choose Import. Import them all to the Clarence slide, and then simply pinch and resize the blocks as needed. Now, because we need 400s blocks, we're going to duplicate those blocks. So we just press the I, select the block we'd like duplicated, and select Duplicate. We then just move the blocks so that we can see all the blocks in the image. Next time when the students use the MAB blocks, they might choose to add these images to their clip art so it's quicker for them to use next time. To do this, all they do is select the block, and in the Edit menu, they choose Add as Clip Art. Then now, if they press the plus, they can go to Clip Art, and you can see the MAB blocks are there for them to quickly access on their next project. It was that easy. Hi everyone, in this part of the video we're going to explore how to make the Explain Everything project. So I'm going to load Explain Everything, and I'm going to open a project called Inferred Meanings that I created from the Sheena Cameron book. So I'm just going to load it now. So you can see with this activity what the students have to do is, first there's a couple of modelling sentences that they have to look at, and I would like them to describe with their voice what those sentences are inferring. So I'm going to delete a couple of these slides now. I'm just going to press Edit. I'm going to go Tap and delete the first two slides, and I'm going to show you how I added those slides into my Explain Everything project. So I've already got the Sheena Cameron book loaded onto the Google Drive. It's in the team drive, the teaching staff team drive. So I'm going to go into my Google Drive. Okay, so this is the modelling chart that I want to use. All I am going to do is take a screenshot of each part of this. When I take a screenshot, I'm going to make sure it's nice and clear so the children can see it. There's nothing worse than uploading a fuzzy picture that the students can't read very clearly. I'm not going to worry at the moment if there's extra parts in the picture that I don't want them to see, because I can crop those out later. I'll just take another screenshot there of the top part. Okay, now I'm going to go back into my Explain Everything project. Just click done there. Save. Back into my Explain Everything project. Now I'm going to create a new slide. I'm going to do that simply by pressing the plus, and you'll notice that it's put it as the second slide. I want it to actually be first, so I'm going to click Edit, and I'm just going to slide it so it's first. Click Done, and then to hide it I just press the down arrow again. Now I'm going to press the plus, Insert Image or Video, from my camera roll, I'm going to find the picture that I want. At this point, I do need to crop the image because once you've imported it into Explain Everything, you can't crop it, which is a little bit of an annoying feature. So I'm going to crop it here to make sure it's as I want it. And then I can resize by pinching as needed. So that's the first 2 sentences, and I'm going to press the plus to insert another slide and repeat the process again. Choose from camera roll, find the one with the bottom 2 sentences. I'm cropping out the borders there so the children don't see those. Click done. Just reduce the size a little bit. And now my project is ready to export to Google Drive. Before I do that, I am going to change the title of my project, because whatever title you call it at this process, that's how it'll export to Google Drive. So I'm going to call it Inferred Meanings version 2, because I've already got an Inferred Meanings one saved into the Miss Keenan Shares on the Google Drive. So then I'm going to press Share, Export, and I'm going to choose Export as a project, so that way students can open it again and explain everything and edit it. Now I'm going to choose the Google Drive icon that's in grey down the bottom. By choosing the one down the bottom, it will let me choose which folder in my Google Drive I'd like to put this project. That's important because for some reason that when you export or use the copy to Google Drive function, it just puts it in a random folder that you've already got open. And if you then move it into a different folder so the students can access it, something happens to the file in Google Drive and it doesn't let the students open it. So it's important to put it in the correct folder that you want to share it to the students the first time. So I'm going to click Google Drive in the grey, and I'm going to put it in my drive, and I'm going to save it in Miss Keenan Shares. I share the Miss Keenan Shares folder with my students at the start of the year, and I share it with them once so that anything they need during the year, I direct them to the Miss Keenan Shares folder, and it's shared as a view only, so the students can only view the things in the folder. So I'm going to put it in the English folder in Miss Keenan Shares, and I just press Export. Remembering this one's called version 2.
Tom clenched his fist until the knuckles were white. He sighed deeply, stood up and stormed towards the door without saying another word. He opened the door and slammed it behind him. His 10 teammates sat staring at each other in stunned silence. He's feeling angry because he clenched his fist and stormed out the door, slamming it shut.
Mission accomplished. The old worksheet has been transformed into a new task where students can show their understanding and further develop their skills.